Bianca, thank you very much for speaking to us. Well, let's go through a little bit on the match. Which aspects of your game you think were positive, which weren't? And you played her not so long, a few weeks ago. Why do you think you couldn't capitalize more on the fact that you played recently?
Yeah, good question. I wish I could answer that, but what I can say, though, on that is I felt that she was just the aggressor today, and I think she made like 4 or 5 unforced errors, so I think she played really, really well. And then me, obviously not on my best day, that can affect a lot of things. I think at the beginning of the match, like it was super close, super tough, and I felt like I was doing the right things, and I felt like she just stepped up a level, and I couldn't step up that level, But there was just a couple points here and there, especially in the first set, that could make a difference, but couldn't pull it off.
You had a couple of tournaments on the grass before here. How do you think your game is adapting to the grass?
I think match by match, I'm seeing a lot of improvement, a lot of glimpses here and there of good grass court tennis, but my goal is to be very consistent in that. And I think it shows that I haven't really played a lot on grass court, but I know it's going to come.
2021 has been challenging for you, especially on the slams. So which positives do you think you can take from the experiences you've been having on the tournaments, on the slams as well, and how are you reflecting on all that? Because so much has happened with you.
I know. I think that tennis is not easy. It's been super tough for me, especially, being away from family and friends, being in the quarantines, and I felt like my practice time on court could have been more efficient, but, things happen, and I tried to deal with it in the best way that I could. I'm hoping COVID ends so that I don't have to deal with that anymore, and I mean, everyone has to deal with that, but yeah, I know that things are going to come into place, and this is just the process. I'm only 21, and I know things will get better.
There's obviously a lot of talk regarding the grass, and I saw you fell a couple of times, you slipped, and you even slide sometimes. So how is the grass?
Yeah, a lot of the times I honestly did not mean to slide. It just happened because the courts are just so wet, or I don't know what it is. You saw what happened to Serena, and then, it's just been super hard, even in practice sometimes, but these are things that we cannot really control. I was going to say maybe they can postpone the matches like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but, Serena and Monterino, they played later in the day, so I can't really say, but we just have to deal with it.
And finally, I imagine you're very excited about Tokyo. So could you talk a little bit about this challenge, representing your country in Olympic Games? Because I imagine it's a big goal for any athlete, right?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be super exciting and very overwhelming. I know it's not going to be like any other Olympics, but at least I can say, I've been there. So it's going to be super, super fun.